What's up? I was rewatching I was rewatching the live that I had done last night. And so yeah, the live cut off when I was talking about the situation of how we left. And so we're at the park with the kids. And so yeah, so that's why you hear a bunch of yelling, because we're at the CB Smith Park with the kids. And so after I packed up all of our stuff, she started, like, making comments and saying all kind of derogatory things towards me. And I was just like, literally, like, we were just going back and forth. And I was like, it's bad enough that you're doing this before Christmas time. Like, just be quiet and leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason for you to insult me, to add insult to injury. You want to insult me now. So then my dad shows back up. So she runs in the room to try to tell her, like, make up a story of why I'm packing and I'm leaving. And my dad, apparently, he said he didn't know what the situation was. So I was just letting him know what she was doing. And I was just like, do you think it's appropriate? Hey, gal. I said, do you think it's appropriate for someone to be cleaning with pure bleach at this time of morning, at 1 a.m. in the morning, slamming doors and just being very, disruptive? And he was like, no, I don't think that she should have been doing that. And so, oh, she flipped out, because, my dad said that it was wrong for her to be doing that. Hey, my live cut off, and so that's why I'm not redoing it, but I'm just continuing the story on, of why we left. So, so she's talking, and then I had Viola help me because Valerian was in the car sleeping. So I let her sleep, and Viola was helping me, pack up everything and take everything down to the van. And so she's going back and forth, and then when she got tired of talking about me because it wasn't affecting me, she started berating my child. She started calling Viola fat and telling her that I needed to put her on a vegetarian diet. And I'm just like, you're 66. Why are you projecting your anger that you can't? Because you see that what you're saying to me is not affecting me. So now you're gonna make fun and you're gonna criticize a 7-year-old child. And so I was just like, that's why you can't go back to Nassau to see none of your family, because she did the exact same thing to my cousin 2 years ago. My cousin had a 2-week-old baby and she kicked her out literally in the middle of the night for no reason, you know, because my cousin wasn't gonna let her curse her mother out and just be okay with that. And I said, you act the fool everywhere you go. And it was so funny because I was just like, that's why you got kicked out of church. And so she was just like, get it right. I didn't get kicked out of one church. I got kicked out of 3 churches. And I said, and you proud of that? You are proud of that? How, get kicked out of 3 churches? I said, that's a shame. That's a shame that you think that that's something to be proud of. And I guess she didn't realize what she said. Like, you sound crazy. I thought you only got kicked out of 1 church. Now we know that you got kicked out of 3. A mess. And so now we all know that you're the common denominator for a bunch of drama is you. Because we literally lived in that house for 4 weeks straight with absolutely, girl, yes, 3 churches. They sent her a letter and told her not to bring her ass back, because what she was doing is that she was using, she got a hold of, she got access to their 501c3, and she was using it to get grants on her behalf. And she did not tell the church that she was doing that, and she didn't pay no tithe on that money. And so when the pastor found out that she was misappropriating and misappropriating funds that she got illegally by misusing their 501c3 status or whatever to get grant money for her personal gain, they asked her not to go back to the church. That's the true story, you know. And so that's why I ain't want to say it in my last. I tried to keep her little tea quiet, but bump that. Try not to cuss so much. I'm not keeping nothing quiet. You want to kick your kid, your child and your grandkids out 3 days before Christmas, you deserve whatever kind of karma that's coming back to you. So yeah, so so yeah, that's why she got kicked out of the church. Cause she let me read one of the letters. Cause she tried to. Cause she's the kind of person that like she talks to people like they are subordinates and that they really don't have any brains. And a lot of times, what she's saying is either illegal or incorrect, but to spare her feelings, you just let her keep talking. You just let people keep talking, and in the back of your mind, you be like, now you know what you're doing is wrong, but you don't want to bust them out by putting them on blast, by telling them, you full of shit. So you just let them talk, and they just talk, 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 and dig themselves into a hole. And so yeah, she called me every kind of fat there is, and I was just like, and then she was just like, that's why, I'm on Vern's side. I'm on Vern's side. That's why your husband cheated on you. That's what she told me. That's why your husband cheated on you. I'm on his side, and I'm gonna support him all the way, and I hope he take your kids from you, and all this other stuff like that. And I mean, she went in on me, and I was just like, what does the Bible say? Out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. And so all I got to do, put you in the right situation, and you'll tell me how you really feel. And that's the reason why her and I have such a horrible relationship, because her and she can't argue with me, or she can't have a disagreement without cutting me so deep that she can't recover from it. You know how you can fuss back and forth, and then you be like, girl, I was just joking with you. No, she say the most vile and vindictive things to me that you can't recover from that shit you done told me, you know? And so she was like, oh yeah, I'm on his side. I'm on his side. And I said, of course you're on his side, because you being a Bible worker and a Bible follower, why would you support somebody that is an adulterer to spite me? That shows what kind of Christian you are. See, a lot of people go to church, but they're not Christians. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're church goers. Y'all just go to church. Y'all go through the motions. You do all this devotion through the week, and you learn absolutely nothing. You sit there and watch TD Jakes all day long shouting, and you just as hateful and evil, backbiting, and we'll talk about you in a minute. And it's just crazy. Like, you'll spite. And I said, you being on Vern's side is nothing new. When my brother was going through his divorce, she became best friends with his ex-wife to spite my brother. So this is nothing new. You screw over all of your children because it's just me and my brother. That's all. Just me and him. So this is not an isolated thing. That's just a Shantika thing. This is a family thing. This is a you thing. This is something that you do. She did. She got mad at my brother because, for whatever reason, because absolutely, absolutely, because I didn't know where I was gonna go, but I had seen, it's a video thread on YouTube of people who just decided they're not dealing with the politics of apartment living, the high down payments, them raising rent $500 and $600. So they just made a decision to just live in hotels full time. And you can make a deal with the hotel where if you stay extendedly, they'll give you like a discounted rate to stay, because their whole point is to keep them rooms booked. They don't make any money if you stay for a night. And so if you're going to stay at the hotel for a month on a month-to-month basis, they'll accommodate you and give you a discount so that you'll stay there long term. And so that was the case. And so back to what I was saying, this is not an isolated Shantika issue. She became best friends with my brother's ex-wife and flaunted it in his face. You understand what I'm saying? So this ain't just me. So her telling me that, oh, she's on Vern's side and she glad. And I'm just like, your husband cheat on you. What are you talking about? Your husband do the same thing, because there was an issue last week because my dad got caught watching, I'll just put it out there. He was watching an adult film in the living room. I'm like, you have a bedroom for that type of stuff. I don't have an issue with adult films, but don't watch it in a common area because me and the kids could have came home and then he fell asleep and that stuff was on TV. My mother came home, she flew into a blind rage and she took a hammer and bust the TV. Now you tell me if that's the environment that you want two little children, a 7 and a 3 year old, to live in. She took a hammer and smashed the TV with the hammer and then tried to smash him over the damn head with the damn hammer. They back and forth fighting. So you tell me if that's an environment that my kids need to be in. I'm trying to work. I'm too tired to argue. The extra energy that I have left is to keep the kids out of trouble and keep the house clean and clean up behind them. I don't have time to fuss back and forth with somebody that is retired and don't have nothing to do, you know? And so she said a lot of things. And so I was like, I said, that's fine. I mean, that just supports the devil in you. You would support an adulterer. That's fine. You could be on this side. It doesn't matter. I'm not an unfit parent. I'm gainfully employed. I don't have any record. You could do a background check on me today. I do not have any felony convictions. I don't have any arrest record. I have the cleanest record. So nobody can take my kids from me because I'm 100% fit. They go to the doctor regularly. They have mental health checks up. I do every single thing, and every single thing that I do for my kids is substantiated. And in Florida, grandparents have no rights. So you can say whatever the hell you want to say. The case will be thrown out, you know, because she want to threaten me. I know my rights and I know what I do as an adult, you know. That's what I'm saying. It's just the constant because we were literally like she forced herself to be to behave for like 4 weeks. And as soon as we were there for 30 days, the first thing and I could just go down the list. She started complaining about me. I would wash all the dishes and then put them in the dishwasher to dry. And then in the morning, while the children were sitting down eating their breakfast, I would take all of the dishwasher, I would empty the dishwasher. She came to me and told me that she didn't want me putting the dishes in the dishwasher anymore. I stopped doing it. Then it's a problem putting trash in the trash can. I have to go outside every single time I want to put any type of garbage. We have a trash can in the kitchen. Look at that, the house video, my moment in the life video where I showed you in the kitchen. I did a whole layout of the house and showed you where the trash is. And she complained about me putting garbage, just regular garbage in the garbage can. She want to have garbage, but she want both bags to be clean. Or she want to be the only one that put garbage in the garbage can, which is so stupid. So that's what I've been doing. And what I was doing, I got a separate trash bag and I would fill up the trash bag full of garbage. And then when I was done, I would take it out to the dumpster. Hey, Tiffany. And so then after she complained about the trash can, then I know nobody thought that it would end well. Nobody thought that it would end well, but I didn't have a place to go. I didn't have a choice. At the point, I didn't have a plan, and I wasn't working when we moved in. I had the job, but I was not. I was not working, and so I had to wait till I started working, getting my footing, learn my job, and I signed up for 2 double shifts this week. On Friday and Saturday, I worked 2 double shifts. I work well, not 2 double shifts, but I work a double shift on Friday and a double shift because I got to make money, you know? And so then she complained about the trash. Then she started complaining about the kids on the back porch and then putting fingerprints. Like, you know how kids put their hand on the glass and they like to lick the glass and all kind of stuff. She was complaining about that. And it was just one complaint after another. No, they're not. We're out. Once you put your mouth on my kids, once you talk about my children, I'm not, if you don't like me, you don't like my kids. No, they're not watching them. Vern is watching them. Vern is watching the kids at night. He comes to the hotel and he watches the kids for me while I work. He had to step up because I was like, we're homeless right now. Like, you have to help me. I will pick you up. I will do whatever I have to do. You have to help me because I have nobody else to watch them because his stepmother is out of town for the holidays because she had offered to help watch the girls for me. But I'm working all the time because I have to pay for this hotel, which is redonkulously expensive. But I'll talk about that in a second. So then it's just one issue after the next. I can't put every time I wash dishes, I have to wash them, dry them, and put them where they belong. I can't put them in the dishwasher. I can't put trash in the trash can. I can't. The kids can't. I have to clean up behind them. Anytime they go out on the back porch, I have to clean the windows. Then the shower. So it was a problem with running the shower. So now isolate because Viola's at the age where I'm teaching her how to bathe by herself and all of that stuff. So I was allowing her to take showers by herself. Oh, it's a problem because she running the water too long. So all three of our behinds was in one shower bathing at the same time, and she was still complaining about the water. And then after she made a complaint about the water, and my dad told her to stop and just be quiet and leave them alone, she decides to take all of my food. And as y'all saw, she threw my food on the back porch. And it was just a series of events. And so she been staying up all night long, cooking all night long. She take out her power drill at 1 o'clock in the morning and drill and put up pictures, put up posters, put up all times of the damn morning, making all the noise. She have devotion Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday morning. Take her music, blast it to the highest volume, and then sit there with her tambourine and bang the tambourine like I'm gonna make y'all life a lit, like doing this crazy shit. Bang the tambourine as well as have the computer or the TV blasting with TD Jakes and all kind of preaching, whatever kind of gospel music she want to play. Then she started with because she's an opera singer, and just with her tambourine, we're asleep. It's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I put the kids down to sleep at 8 o'clock. She's banging on the damn thing, and I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, I really should have videotaped that shit. I should have videotaped it so y'all could have see what I was going through. I really should have videotaped it. I really should have videotaped it so y'all could see what I was living with. Because it was ridiculous. It's so hard to believe when I'm telling you. But when I was at work, I was listening to a bunch of Haitian girls. And I'm saying they're Haitian for a reason. Because I was sitting in the bathroom in the stall and they were just complaining about how tired they were. Because their mom, they get off of work the same time I get off because we work the same shift. We work 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. And they were complaining that they were so tired because every time they come home from work at 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, their mom is up cooking. And she ain't just cooking. She got to slam the cabinet door. Bam, bam, bam. Anytime she got to get a plate, open the door, slam it. It's like they just try to make your life. And I don't know if it's an island thing because my mother's Bahamian. And so, and I wanted to get into the conversation so bad, but they don't know me. And they like young, they're like 19 and 20 years old. And they little click. But I was just sitting in the bathroom, like relating to them because I'm just like, I'm going through the same shit where I cannot sleep no times of the day or night because this lady and she ain't gonna cook nothing like white rice. Oh no, we're gonna cook like the stinkiest shit that's gonna smell up the whole house and wake everybody up. It's just crazy. It was so crazy, but when she decided that, and she never would she would go days without showering because she has bad knees and she couldn't climb up the stairs, but so she would just like stay downstairs. And so I knew that it was getting crazy when she crawled her ass up them steps to come mess with me, and I was just like, my kids don't need to live in this environment. I got to figure out something. So when she decided that she was going to kick my kids out of their room for no other reason but just to spite me because I asked her to stop slamming the bathroom cabinets at 1 a.m. and stop cleaning with pure bleach at 1 a.m., I got to get out. So I said, okay, fine, I'll get out, pack my stuff. My dad helped me. We went to my storage. We put everything in storage, and then he paid for me to go to the Motel 6. Um, and he paid for 3 nights. I get paid on Friday. I get paid every Friday, so I would have just added. But the particular Motel 6 that we were at was really nasty. It was very, very dirty. They didn't have any hot water. They didn't have any fridge. They didn't have any microwave. It was just the room, and it was really, really smoky. They say not smoking, but the people literally stand outside of the hotel room, of the motel room or whatever, and they smoke, like chain smoke in front of your door. So every time you open your door, you open it to a cloud of smoke. And then, even my baby Valeria was like, Mommy, it stinks here, it stinks. And I was like, God, what can I do? So I let my father-in-law know what was going on. And he was like, find a better hotel situation, check out and go, and I'll meet you there and I'll help you out with with the thing. And so he helped me out for a week. He paid for he paid for a week. No, he's afraid of her. He doesn't stand up to her. He doesn't stand up to her because they were going back and forth. Because while they were arguing, my mom wanted to get the heat off of her. So me and my dad had got into an argument because he was complaining about the trash, and he was complaining about the trash, me throwing garbage in the kitchen on behalf of my mother. And I was like, I know where this is coming from. And he just wanted it to be, no, it's not your mother. I don't want you, because he didn't want me to be mad at her. He wanted me to be mad at him. And I said, I know where it came from, because you don't care about the trash. Trash is trash. You're gonna take it out every day anyway. So I know where it came from, and we got into a big argument about it. And then he got pissed off and started venting to her. And he said some nasty things about me, like, "Oh, I need to leave, and I don't care if she has kids." And my mom, as soon as it was convenient for her, he was like, "Yeah, and your daddy wants you out too." And she started regurgitating all of the stuff. She started to she started regurgitating all of the stuff that he had told her. And I had heard my dad on the phone speaking negatively about me to my brother, you know, and because I'm just like, I'm going through hell. All of these little grievances and complaints, I'm literally struggling. I'm depressed. I'm angry at my husband. I'm struggling with these kids by myself. I don't have a lot of money. I'm trying to make this life work. Of course, I'm not going to be in a ha ha he mood. I didn't disrespect anybody, but people don't understand that when you living with folks, I am an extroverted introvert. I'm so used to getting up in the morning, and you don't really have to talk to anybody. When you live with people, you have to talk to them all the time. It's like sometimes I just don't want to talk. I just want to get up in the morning and just get my day started and just do my tasks. When you living with people, you have to go do this formal hello. And sometimes I get up in the morning, I'm so tired. You don't want to fucking say, okay, but he can't be on my side. He can't, because he got to live there. And I understand that. He cannot be on my side all the time, because at the end of the day, he's married to her. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. But he can't be on my side. And it's okay. It's okay. He cannot be on my side because I left. He got to live there. He got to live there. You know? Yeah, but a lot of black people have the mentality, and it's prevalent in the black community, where older black women can speak as nasty to you. You all know it. You got the aunties and the grandmas and the cousin them that feel like they could say whatever the hell they want to say and be as disrespectful as they want to be. And you have to sit there with your mouth closed and tolerate it because you got to respect your elders. No. Before I am your cousin, before I am your daughter, before I am your auntie or whatever, I am a person first. And if you don't want me commenting about, he can't keep the peace with somebody that's not peaceful. He can't keep the peace, because he has to work. Well, he don't have to work, but he has his own business. He's not there all the time, and I'll try to not say anything, and then that will be a problem. Oh, you don't speak anymore. You don't want to sit down and talk to me. For what? You're a problem. You got a problem with everything. I won't talk to you for. And so I was getting to the point where I just didn't want to say anything. I would take care of my kids and that's it. I didn't, I would say good morning. But she just wanted me to be up under her so bad. And then she took offense because I would never leave my children with her, because she was doing things to my kids outside of my presence. And whenever she would do things to them, I would speak to her about it. Like she kicked Violet out the kitchen because I told her don't cook for my kids. Fix them a bowl of cereal and keep it pushing. You ain't got to make no breakfast. She was doing the most, trying to play like she this nice person, fixing this fancy breakfast of stuff that my kids don't eat. And in my parenting philosophy is that we tell the kids no 24 hours a day. We always saying no. I am not that controlling that I will force my kids to eat things that they don't like. I don't force my kids to eat things that they don't like. I tell them take a polite bite. Take a polite one bite. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you don't want to eat what I cook, there's a bowl of cereal. You can eat 2 bowls of cereal. And that's it. I don't force them to eat the food. See, when I was coming up, you eat what's before you or you go hungry. That's abusive. You have to feed your kids something. And so I'm not doing that. I'm not letting them go hungry. And she was really irritated because she had that old school beat the hell out your kids, abuse them and withhold food, withhold this. And I just don't do that. I don't do that. And she was always saying, "Oh, you let your kids run all over." No, I don't. I'm very strict, but I'm very like I'm low key because I understand kids and I understand what it's like to be a kid and have to deal with somebody controlling your whole life, making you do a bunch of stuff that you don't want to do, and just she was my first bully. She was my first bully, because she was so controlling. And I don't want that kind of relationship with my kids. And so I would ask her not to do certain things with my kids, and she would do it anyway. Because she told me that she don't follow rules that she think is stupid. But then I got to follow all these goddamn rules. So everybody else has to live by all of these rules and expectations, but you could live your life free and clear and you don't have to adhere to shit. That's not fair. You're not going to control my existence. You're not going to control my existence. You're welcome. You know? And so it was just constant. It was just real. I'm watching what Viola doing. It was just constant. And so I just got to the point where I said, this is not the correct environment for my kids because it's just constant. I just want to be able to go to work, come home, drop my kids to school, and get a nice sleep because I drop my kids off at 8 o'clock. Viola's gone by 8 o'clock in the morning. I want to come home and get some sleep because I just got off of work at 1:30 in the morning. Been up since 6 a.m. I can't sleep because she gotta have church. And she just don't have to have church. She can't just sit and listen to TD Jakes on the TV. That's right, Peacha. Amen. She got a holler and scream. Got the tambourine, shaking, 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 shaking. The tambourine, tambourine, tambourine. Bamming it, running around the house like just doing the most. Like you don't do that. Like why are you doing that? Because even my dad was like, "Why don't you sit your ass down somewhere?" you know. I'm adult enough to understand their dynamic, and they literally have been married for 43 years and miserable. And so I understand the position my dad is. My dad is her subordinate. He does whatever she says to make her happy. And he rarely ever crosses her, which kind of created this monster that she is now. So whenever he tries to put his foot down, she flies into a blind rage. You understand what I'm saying? And so she's very much a controller. You cannot assert any type of independence around her. Just like she's one of those people that hang out with people that are less intelligent than her so she can manipulate and run them. They hang on her every word and but then she fall out with everybody that she be friends with because people get tired of that shit. You know, people get tired of that. Okay, let me give you an example so y'all can get a picture. Y'all remember that show A Different World, right? A Different World, and the character Whitley Gilbert. And this was like season 1 or season 2, probably season 2. And she had a friend called Millie. Remember Millie, little tall, skinny girl, nerdy girl with the big glasses. You know how Whitley was. Whitley ran that girl, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. And Millie was so shy and so, timid and, oh, whatever you say, okay. And, that's the kind of dynamic that she liked. She liked somebody that she could run, and I'm just like, I'm your daughter. You and I are equal in intelligence. You can't run me because I ain't gonna let you run me. You want a drink? All right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Don't say yeah. Make sure you go to the bathroom, okay? Go. No, you may not. That's not yours. I got to go get yours from the house. Whenever Papa calls me, I'll get your scooter. I left so much stuff at their house. I have to get their stuff, but you know, and that's the kind of dynamic that she wants. She wants somebody to just run around and blindly follow her, and I'm not gonna do that because I have a damn mind of my own. That's why I used to get kicked out of my house so much when I was a teenager because she was just like, "Oh, you're going to this college," and I'm just like, "But I have a full ride over here. Why the hell would I pay out of pocket to a community college when I have a check in my hand to Southern Advantage University?" And she wouldn't let me go because I was 17. I hated her for that. But I went to Miami-Dade and struggled on financial aid, and I had a fucking full ride because she didn't want me to go to that redneck school because it was in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You don't know who lived there. You don't know if rednecks lived there, and it didn't even freaking matter. I had a full ride, but so controlling, want somebody to be up under her 24/7. And so my dad did the best that he could. He helped me move. We went to the Motel 6. We stayed there one night. And then once I got a hold of my father-in-law, we went down to Extended Stay America. That's where we're staying right now because I love it. The booking agent was so nice, so wonderful. I told her that I had children, and she's like, "Okay, well, I'm going to give you the deluxe room." And we got 3 beds. Everybody got their own bed. Glory, hallelujah. It's a big room. And I had to, my computer is in my storage, and I have to purchase. Vern said he's going to get me a monitor this week because Viola go back to school and she got to do her online homework. And so he said he's going to get me a monitor because my monitor broke, um, and I was using my mom's old monitor. And of course I wasn't going to take it because Lord forbid she accused me of stealing, her stuff. And so I left it there, and I just have my hard drive and my webcam. And so I'm gonna when we get the monitor, then I'll hook that up in the hotel room because we could have 5, I think up to 5 devices on their Wi-Fi. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask and tell them my situation. Like I'm in a hotel right now, and I don't have my stuff. So I'm gonna ask them and see if I can. I'm gonna ask them, tell them the situation and see if they'll give me a laptop. Cause she just brand new at the school and it's just a crazy situation. And so yeah, but we're really comfortable. I was pack everything, and that's why I wanted to do lives because I couldn't vlog because you got to upload and all that stuff. I don't edit or anything because I don't have the editing software yet, but it's a lot into editing and takes forever to upload. So I said I just do a live because I did tell y'all I was going live on Christmas, but I did not anticipate this situation happening to us a few days before Christmas. I had no idea because all we had to do was just sleep and just be normal, and we would have been still there, because Christmas I had a whole plan. We would get up, open presents, and then we would hang out at the park the whole day like we did for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was fantastic. We hung out at the park all day. We went to Golden Corral, had a nice dinner. They was able to eat until they burst, had dessert. They ate, they had a good time. Thanksgiving. My mother didn't cook anything. I purchased $500 worth of groceries and she didn't cook nothing, you know? And so, I mean, we're done like in real life because it's just, I feel like 35 years is enough, is long enough to fight with somebody back and forth over the same nonsense. And get up, Viola, get up. Hey, get up before you get bit. You did? Make sure she don't sit on nothing. Okay. Because Valerian got into some kind of poison ivy yesterday. He took them outside and he didn't pay attention to where they were playing in the grass. And she came back covered in all of these bumps. I mean, all down her backside, everywhere. So I had to go to Walgreens to get some calamine lotion and insect spray, Benadryl cream, and all kind of stuff. So I'm just like, please be careful where you sit at in the grass because I don't want them to get bit. And so yeah, Vern is here. You know, because I told him, I said, fuck all the bullshit. Like, we need to come together because I'm legit homeless now. Like, you got to stop. I have to work. I'm not going to lose my job. Like, I have to work. You got to watch them, you know. So, you know, so he's here. You know, he watches the girls while I go to work. I didn't work Saturday, but I did work Thursday into Friday. So I work tonight, then I'm off for 2 days, and then I go back to work. I work Wednesday, Thursday, and then I do a double on Friday and Saturday. So to keep, you know, and then he did give me money. He gave me money on last week to put on the hotel. His dad paid for a week, and then he paid for a week, and then we added 4 more days. And so every week we just every time we get paid, we add 4 more days, 4 more days. That's the best we could do at this point, you know. And so, yeah, see, what happened was my mom thought that she was going to do what she did, and I was going to come back crawling back on my hands and knees because the next day, my dad was like, "Oh, your mother wants to talk to you." I said, "We don't have nothing to talk about. I'm a fat bitch, and I'm this. My kids are fat. They need to be vegetarians." What else did she say? While I was leaving, she was singing "Hit the Road, Jack," like singing. She was really putting on a damn show. Like, I really should have recorded her. She was putting on a whole show, singing, you know, saying all kind of crazy stuff. Like, I hope you're gonna die alone. That's what she told me. You're gonna die alone. That's why your husband left you. I said, he didn't leave me. I kicked his ass out and I filed for divorce. He didn't leave anything, you know. And even if he did, he's gone because I don't support adultery. You do. That shows what kind of person you are. You sound stupid sitting up there. I said, you was on my brother's. You was best friends with my brother's ex-wife. So what does that matter? You do it to everybody. You ain't loyal to nobody. You ain't no damn mama. Yeah, she sure did. I said, you ain't nobody's mother, you know. And I said, your problem is that you didn't have any love as a child, and so you want us to fight for your love. You want our love to be, conditional, because you didn't have no love from your own mother. You want the same thing to happen to us, you know? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, she never did anything nice for us that we did not have to pay her back for. If she threw us a birthday party, our payment was to get up at 7 a.m. and sit there and pull weeds until all day long like fucking slaves. Anytime she did anything nice for us, we would have to pay her back with some kind of physical labor. That's not love, you know. So oh, you're gonna die alone. You're this, you're that, you're fat, you're this. And it's like you gotta, the fat stuff it doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother me anymore. You're not original. It's such a lazy read, you know? It's a lazy read. You're fat. Okay, you're bad body. What's the point? None of us could walk down a runway. Ain't nobody in this house runway ready. Anybody that has ever called me fat they were not attractive. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. You know, I knew you weren't loyal. You've never been loyal to me. I knew she didn't care. I lost my baby. This lady didn't hug me at all. Didn't embrace me. Nothing. Didn't care. And for you to sit there and use this opportunity because I stood up for myself and asked you not to do something, she feels like because she's in her house, she can offend you and do whatever she wants to do. And I'm in my house, so I could do whatever I want. No, you can't. You can't. And then tried to fight me, when I was standing up for myself, like, you're not a mother either. You've never been a mother to me. You've literally been about, oh, you cursed at me. And I was like, you've been cursing me out since I was 5 years old. You've been cursing me out since I was 5 years old. You were the first woman to ever call me a bitch at 15. Nobody ever called me a bitch until you did. You were the first person to call me out of my name. So you were never a mother to me, and that sent her into a blind rage. And she tried to jump on me. My dad had to like pull her back. I said, let her go. Let her go. I'm not gonna touch her. I'm not gonna touch her. I want you to hit me so that we could snatch that nursing license. You know, I'm not gonna hit you. I'm gonna let you get one lick in, and I'm gonna call the police. I'm a, I'm gonna I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna file assault charges on you, lock you up, then make a complaint to the nursing board and have them snatch your little nursing license, you know, and I'm gonna file a restraining order. So come hit me because she literally cannot disagree without being physical my entire life. She's always jumped on me my whole life. I'm about to be 40 in a week. In a week, I'll be 40 years old, and this woman is still trying to jump on me because she can't solve problems with her words. She can't sit down and have a logical and low key conversation without trying to hit somebody. If she feels like she's not winning the argument or winning the fight, she has to hit me because I don't have no other. I can't insult you no more. So let me just slap you down. You know, and so my kids have to be in a better environment. You know, my dad is in the living room watching porn. She's smashing, she's smashing the TV with the hammer. My kids don't deserve to be in that environment. Take her to the bathroom. She needs to go to sit on the toilet. Go to the bathroom, please. She gotta go. She got to go often, or she's gonna mess up that pull up. Come on. Uniform. We gotta go to the bathroom first. Go pee because we getting ready to go, Viola. Go to the bathroom, please. Go to the bathroom because I gotta go home and sleep. You know, so this is the hell that I've been living. And me and Vern was up until 1 o'clock this morning talking about it. And he was like, he said, now I understand why you were so angry every time I call you, you yelling at me because you going through so much. I'm not contributing. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. And then it's like, I don't want to hear no more shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through so much hell at my parents' house, you know, and then every time he called me, it's a bunch of nonsense too. And it's just like, leave me alone. So I'm done. And I told her, I said, you can, once you're done, all this yelling and stuff that you're doing, go ahead and you could burn my birth certificate that she refused to give me when I was 18. I had to go to the health department and get a copy of my birth certificate because she's so controlling. I said, go in ahead and take your name off my birth certificate because we ain't related no damn more. We're not related no more. When I say I don't claim you, you ain't got to claim me no more, and I don't have to claim you no more. It's no resolution because you are mentally ill. You are not. You don't have the mental capacity to conduct yourself like a logically thinking adult. You can't disagree without being nasty. You can't disagree without trying to hit me. And I've always said that I said that to Vern, if I make you that mad, if anybody in your life makes you that angry, that you have to physically assault them, leave them alone. I tell my kids that all the time. If you got to hit each other, walk away. Leave it alone. Because I don't give a shit what relation we are. You're not hitting me. I see grown women still getting slapped. Candace from Housewives of Potomac, her mama still be slapping her, and she in her freaking mid-30s. Are you crazy? Don't put your hands on me. You will go to jail. I am not a child anymore. This ain't we ain't corporally punishing adults no more for nothing, all because I don't agree with you. I don't have to agree with you. I'm an independent thinking adult. I don't have to agree with the stuff that you say or do. That's what makes us all individuals. We have differences of opinion. We can agree to disagree without being nasty and without physical violence. She, so we're done. For real, for real. All right, y'all. So I just wanted to finish because the live got turned off and I wanted to give y'all a full explanation as to why we're living in a hotel. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. And yeah, all of my information, if you want to give anything, if you feel led to, you don't have to if you don't want to. All of my information is in the description on the first live. But I'll try to put it in this one if I can. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.